Hey guys, this is Siori and Fermin from the Present Road. Today's video is about not killing each other while on the road.
So some of you know that we traveled for a little over 2 years, which ended up being 734 days, and we often get asked, how are we still married and seemingly happy? So let's get started. The first question that we get asked often is, did you guys get bored of each other? Like, wasn't it like really boring to be with each other? Did you get bored with me?
No, I don't remember getting bored because we were always doing something every day. We always planned what we were going to do the next day, whether we're gonna go sightseeing or just relax. But there was always something to do.
Yeah. And also, we had to plan future travel too, right? It's not like we could get to a destination and be done. We were still planning future travel because it was such a long trip. So there was always something to be doing or talking or discussing, or maybe just taking a break from planning and just visiting the site. So there's a lot to do when you travel really long term. So no, we didn't really get bored. Another question we get asked really often is, how do we manage personal space? As in, you know, you getting into my space.
I don't remember having space, but I do remember giving her a lot of spaces. But honestly, I think we just did our own little thing. Like, I went to work or read a book, and I think she did the same thing.
Yeah, some of you know that Fermin had a part-time job while we were traveling, so that definitely broke up the travel routine significantly. And then we had like little rituals. So in the I'm not much of a morning person, so Fermin really respects that, thankfully. And he gives me my first 30 minutes of the day to me, and just like kind of waking up, unwinding, and
yeah.
And then same is true for him, the last 30 minutes or hour of the day, actually anytime past 10 p.m. Fermin's kind of gone.
I'm out.
So it's not a good time for me to be asking him like, hey, do you want to change our plans dramatically? So yeah, just kind of knowing when your partner is reachable.
That's good. And then the last one, or number 3, division of planning. So how did we divide our plan?
So planning a trip like this takes a lot of time for 2 reasons. 1, it's very long, and 2, we were on a pretty tight budget. So it requires a little more effort to be able to get good deals or find cheaper accommodation, that sort of thing. So because Fermin was working, like I said before, he didn't do much of the overall planning of where we were going, but he did help once we decided that was a place we wanted to go.
Yeah.
So I would do all the planning of like, oh, this is a really cool place that we should visit. This is the things that we should see. And I think we should stay maybe 7 days, for example. And then at that point, he could really help out with like,
I would go look for a hotel, or sometimes if it's a new country, I would research if we need visa for the country. And then all the local buses, trains.
Some of those things are really
sketchy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we would divide up the work, so it's not like I just did all the work and then I just handed all the stuff to Fermin. So I would say, okay, you look at the hotel, I'll look at the bus, or I'll look at the site, and then you look at, you know, the visa to get there, or that kind of thing. So that's how we divided the work. We also saved everything onto a shared folder on Google Drive, which made it really easy for both of us to have access to the same documents and not have to be emailing each other, messaging, or any of that. And we definitely didn't want to print things because, well, often too, you don't have access to a printer on the road. So, yeah. But I think that was it. That's our most commonly asked questions of how we survived each other. I would say as a bonus, you do really have to talk things out. Sometimes, like, Fermin was less adventurous than me in the very beginning, or he perceived things to be more dangerous in some cases than I did. Maybe he was right, maybe I was right, but just talking through those kinds of situations is really, really important. That's how I think you keep the peace
Yeah.
with your partner, whether you're married or not.
Yeah.
But yeah. So if you've also been on a really long trip, please leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Or maybe if you have any tips on how to just survive a partner. It doesn't have to be like in my case we're married. In our case we're married, but it could be just traveling with friends. Leave those in the comments below. We would really love to see that.
Yeah. Please like us or subscribe. So I guess bye for now. See you next time.
Bye.